Members of two houses of parliament will converge from Monday for a three-day induction. The sessions will be used to prepare the legislators for their legislative role once the house officially convenes. Now, reporter Jane Goin is following the induction and now joins us live with the details. Goin, good afternoon. Now, what does this induction entail, and is it only for the new members or is it for all members of parliament?
Well, Orandi, the induction retreat for the National Assembly will comprise all the 349 members of that house and will be held here at the Safari Park Hotel. Kick-starting Monday is when the main activity of the day will begin. We know that acting clerk of the National Assembly, Sarah Kioko, will make her opening remarks, of course, welcoming the members who are expected to have started checking in by later this afternoon, coming into the Safari Park ahead of that event. Then followed by the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Gladys Bose, who will make her remarks and welcoming now the Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Moses Wetangula, who will give his opening remarks. But after Moses Wetangula speaks, Orandi comes in what would seem to be the most important session of that particular day, where the members will be inducted on their role as members of the National Assembly, what is expected of them. And why I say it could be the most important session of the day is out of the members of parliament that were elected in the August 9th election are 17 what we call youthful members of parliament, all of them of the age of 35 and below. And we believe that this, of course, will be a very important session for this particular lot of members who are coming into the August House for the first time. Some of them is actually just getting into the political scene for the first time, their first attempt. It will be crucial for them to know what is their expected role as members of the National Assembly, be it woman, county woman representative, or of course a member of the National Assembly. And after that important session that will be presided over by the Speaker of the National Assembly, Moses Wetangula, will be now another session where Advocate Elisha Ongoya, Dr. Elisha Ongoya, will lead members into understanding that important role of, the Powers and Privileges Committee. Remember, members have some level of immunity on issues. They can do something within the precincts of Parliament, and they will be, they are sort of pardoned or actually cannot be arrested. So it will also be important to run through these members to know what privileges come with their position of member of the National Assembly. Chief Justice Martha Koome is also set to make a presentation before the members to educate them on the interlinkages and, the dependence and interdependence between, of course, the judiciary and the National Assembly, or rather the legislature, which is also an arm of government. We know we've witnessed frictions between the judiciary and, of course, the legislature in previous times, where some decisions are made in the judiciary and the legislature says, no, we are also an arm of government and we cannot be controlled by another. So, of course, it will be crucial for the members and even the House leadership to sit through this session to understand just where the line is drawn between the activities of the legislature and that of the judiciary. There will also be a presentation by CBK Governor Dr. Njoroge, who will also just speak on issues relating to the economy, the state of the country's economy. We know there's a lot of talk about it being in ICU. There are concerns about what affairs can be done in Parliament to, of course, work and improve on that. We know there is the question of increasing of the debt ceiling. It is at 11 trillion now, and the country is still staring at the possibility of seeking additional debt to run its affairs. Whether, of course, this will be a matter that will also be discussed on how the new members of Parliament and even those that were re-elected can help, of course, the government run its affairs through, of course, economic bills or even proposals, motions that will be brought. The session will also see the members be educated on, of course, their role in terms of bringing about the different bills or motions. Remember, you can bring in a statement, you can bring a motion, you can bring a petition, and you can actually precipitate the formation of, the development of laws, because the National Assembly is a law-making institution and contributes a lot towards the country's, whether it's jurisprudence or how it will run its affairs in terms of the laws and the existing laws and those that needs amending. We know that President William Ruto had stated that as the Kenya Kwanza team, they will be pushing for amendments of the standing orders to allow members of the cabinet to come before Parliament and be able to respond to questions that have been raised by their members, and even they, as the people's representatives, can then question members of the cabinet on how affairs are being run in that other sector of government. So we know that these are issues that will come up on how those affairs can be run. And maybe lastly also, Orandi is looking at the issue of there is that, we call it NGAF in short, but it's the National Government Affirmative Action Fund. And then on the other side is the NGCDF, the national, the CDF monies that, members of parliament receive, and they are able to run activities in their constituencies. There will also be representatives from those two bodies to discuss and educate members on how they can run that fund to ensure that it can deliver to the people. And then remember, there is also that there are issues being discussed regarding the fate of CDF after it was declared unlawful, and we've seen members saying it was CDF that was declared unlawful and not the NGCDF. So of course these are matters that will be discussed during this induction retreat that will run from 18th, of course, which today is the arrival, to 24th of this month, before then members can now begin to go to the August House to now carry out their business and be able to now run activities as will have been planned in this session. We will be giving you updates on what will be transpiring on those sessions as we attend them, and have them in our subsequent bulletins at whatever time of the day when the activities will be progressing. Orandi?
Well, thank you very much, Mutai Goin. They are giving us a detailed program of the induction process of the members of the two houses of parliament. That is a week-long program that will be held at the Safari Park Hotel here in Nairobi.